the cost C of operating an electronic business is partly constant and partly varies as the square of labor L. If C is 25,000 when L is 20 and C is 45,000 when L is 30, find C when L is 8. We are told that C is partly constant, so we'll have it as equal to a constant K. And because it is partial variation, we will add. So it's partly constant and partly varies as the square of L. So we multiply the square of L by a constant, say, H. Remember, if C varies as L squared, then we write it as C varies as L squared. And when you introduce equal sign, that should be HL squared. We introduce the equal sign together with a constant, say H. So that is what has happened to this second part of the right hand side. With this equation, the first thing to determine is the actual values of the constants K and H. Remember, C and L are varying. So if C is 25,000 and L is 20, so we'll have K plus 20 squared, that is 400 H. This should give us the first equation. And the second equation we obtain from this next statement, C is 45,000 when L is 30. So C is 45,000 when L is 30, so we have K plus 30 squared, that is 900 times H. So this should give us the second equation. Well, we are going to determine the value of C when L is 8 after getting the equation connecting C and L, that is by substituting the actual values of K and H. So let us solve this pair. So we are going to have elimination method. So we can subtract equation 2 minus equation 1. 900H minus 400H should give us 500H. Plus here K minus K is 0. So we have eliminated K. And then this side 45,000 minus 25,000, that is 20,000. That means we have 500H equal to 20,000. Dividing both sides by 500, we're going to have H as 40. So if H is 40, we can also determine the value of K, and I'm going to apply the first equation here to determine the value of K. So we are going to say 25,000 is equal to K plus 400 times H. H is 40. That should give us 16,000. Well, K becomes, so we'll take 16,000 to the left hand side. That means we subtract 25,000 minus 16,000, and that is 9,000. So with the value of H and K, we can therefore rewrite this equation here with the actual values of K and H. So C is equal to K, and K is 9,000, plus HL squared, and H is 40, so we have 40L squared. This should now help us determine the value of C when L is 8. Remember, that was the equation. Find C when L is 8. So when L is 8, C becomes this. So we have C is equal to 9,000 plus 40 times L squared. L is 8, and therefore 8 squared is 64. Now this should be, so the value of C when we add these is 11,500 and 60. And that is how we go about this problem. Thank you for watching. See you next time.